It's been a bit of a tough season for Yankees fans. The Yankees are 6.5 games back in June. The Rays are red hot. I think it's time for a change in the Yankees' strategy. Have they considered trying to score more runs than their opponents? This winter, when I was having my various conversations with other content creators about the 2021 season, a lot of people questioned me when I said that the Rays were going to be trouble once again. Well, they traded Blake Snell, and they just got a lot weaker. But I knew that the Rays would figure out a way to stay competitive. They are number one in team defense. They are great at running the bases. They use their bullpen very, very well. They mix and match. They have a lot of guys who throw hard, a lot of guys who have really good breaking balls. They figure out a way to do it with smoke and mirrors. They don't need a high payroll, and they're always going to be tough. But I didn't expect them to be 16 games over 500 and have a 6.5 game lead on June 12th. They are really kind of running away with it, and the Yankees have some catching up to do, and they need to start the work right now if they want to catch the Rays. The good news is that the Yankees pitching has been fantastic pretty much all season, and the offense appears to be coming around at least a little bit. Aaron Judge, we know, has been great all year. Giancarlo Stanton was great for a while, then he got hurt, and now he's coming around again. He hit 3 big home runs against Minnesota. But one guy that I'm especially excited about this year is Miguel Andujar. Back in 2018, he was simply phenomenal. He had 297, he had 27 home runs, he had an 855 OPS. He was a hitting machine. And then, of course, he got injured, missed all of 2019, didn't really play much in 2020. But since he picked up his first hit in 2021, over the past 23 games, he's batting .313 with an 832 OPS, 5 home runs, and 8 RBIs. He does have just 1 double this year, so this year he's been more Miggy 4 bags than Miggy 2 bags. But over those 83 at-bats, he's slugging .506, and he's got a .356 batting average on balls in play. He's hitting the ball very hard. He's hitting it harder than he was back in 2018. He's older. He's stronger. He's still not drawing many walks. Hopefully he will draw more walks, but he's not up there looking to walk. He's up there looking to hit. Miguel Andujar is going to factor in if this Yankees offense gets going. One thing that sucks is that Giancarlo Stanton is going to be relegated to pinch hitting duties against the Phillies this weekend. There's obviously no DH in the National League, and you play with National League rules when you play in National League parks. The Yankees are in Philadelphia, which means that Giancarlo Stanton is going to be basically taking pinch hit at bats for the pitcher if he plays at all. Overall this season, in 187 at-bats, 44 games, he's batting .265 with 12 home runs and 32 RBIs. He has a very nice 849 OPS. That's a tick down from his 852 OPS back during his first season with the Yankees back in 2018, in which he hit .266 with 38 home runs and 100 RBIs. Look, if Giancarlo can stay on the field, I feel like he's going to be a major impact for the Yankees going forward this season. He does need to cut down on his strikeouts. He's struck out 55 times in those 44 games. He's basically on pace for a 200 strikeout season if he were to play a full major league season. That's too many strikeouts. He hits the ball so hard that I wish he would just make more contact. He's so strong that he doesn't need to swing as hard as he does sometimes. You see him take these massive cuts on pitches that he has no business swinging at. Cut down your swing a little bit, work on getting more base hits, and the power will still be there. I think Giancarlo can be a huge factor going forward, but he's not going to be much of a factor this weekend. The Phillies come into this series at 30-31, so a game below 500. They're managed by Joe Girardi, in case you didn't know that. They don't have a ton of team power either. Bryce Harper is probably their most powerful hitter, but he only has 8 home runs. He's missed some time. He got hit in the face with a fastball. And Andrew McCutchen, ex-Yankees, having a decent year power-wise. He's got 10 home runs and 29 RBIs, but he's only batting .216. Rhys Hoskins is probably their biggest threat from the right side of the plate. He's batting .248 with 12 home runs and 35 RBIs. They do have a pretty good utility player in Brad Miller. He's the type of player that I think the Yankees need. He's a .277 hitter with an .814 OPS. He's got 6 home runs and 19 RBIs. He's played in 49 games. He can play all over the field. He's a left-handed hitter. So Brad Miller is somebody that could be a factor in this series. The Phillies pitching is led by Zach Wheeler this year. He's 4-3 with a 2.29 ERA. Aaron Nola is a guy who's got a great changeup. He's made 13 starts. He is 4-4 with a 4.06 ERA. Zach Eflin is a 27-year-old righty who is 2-5 with a 3.89 ERA. He's pitched much better than his record would indicate. Their bullpen doesn't scare me that much. Their closer, Hector Neris, I think it's pronounced, is 1-3 with a 2.19 ERA. He does have 9 saves, 31 strikeouts in 24 2/3 innings. And then the rest of their bullpen isn't that scary. Jose Alvarado is a tough lefty. He's got a 5-0 record out of the bullpen with a 3.32 ERA, 21 2/3 innings, 28 strikeouts, but he does walk a ton of guys. He's got 22 walks this year. Phillies could be a tough matchup for the Yankees, but the Yankees need to win this series. Like I said, they've got a long way to go to catch the Rays. 6.5 games, it can be overcome beginning in June, but you've got to get started. At some point, you've got to get going and go on one of those win streaks where you win 30 out of 36 games or something like that. And then when the Yankees play the Rays again, they've got to do some damage. After this, the Yankees play the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays have given the Yankees a ton of trouble this year. The Yankees need to beat the Blue Jays as well. You got to start playing better in your division. The Yankees have been dog shit against their division this year. So let's hope they can get it turned around. No post-game recap for me tonight. I've got some friends coming over, and I'm just not going to have time to do it, so I figured I would put out a Yankees game day, but I will be back with a post-game on Sunday. So I'll see you then. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It helps other Yankees fans find the channel. If you really enjoyed it, check out the swag section. We've got tons of great designs to support all your favorite Yankees. And if you simply cannot get enough Yankees content, check out the podcast version of this channel, The Frieze by NYY Recaps, available wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Derek. Thanks for watching.